Let's have a Bible study on Matthew chapter 18, verses 7 to 14. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come. But woe to that man by whom the offense cometh. Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off and cast them from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life halt or maimed, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet to be cast into everlasting fire. And if thine eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life with one eye, rather than having 2 eyes to be cast into hell fire. Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones, for I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost. How think ye? If a man have 100 sheep, and one of them be gone astray, doth he not leave the 99 and goeth into the mountains and seeketh that which is gone astray? And if so be that he findeth it, verily I say unto you, he rejoiceth more of that sheep than of the 99 which went not astray. Even so it is not the will of your Father, which is in heaven, that one of these little ones should perish. Now, if you watch this video, please click like and subscribe or follow and share the video with someone else. Save it to favorites, repost it, watch it again, but feel free to make comments. Now, in a sinful world are many temptations and sins. You do not want to be, however, a person through whom they come. It would be better for us to lose a part of our body that leads us into sin against God than have his wrath on us. Literally, the child has his audience in heaven, but spiritually, the childlike believer in trust and obedience to God has his appearance before the throne of God, whose will it is that not one should perish. What can be said of this passage on one hand is the special contempt God has for those who harm the faith of a child. On the other hand, those who use the previously mentioned techniques to damage the faith of a follower of Christ, whom God does not wish to perish, merit the same wrath. We must be careful of what we say and measure how our words impact others. I wish that I had been aware and thought of this and considered this and prayed about it when I was younger. So many things that I've said that I just regret. That's not necessary at all. And I've hurt the faith of my own children by angry words and by things I've said. But we often pray for the children of the church. We must understand that how we live before them and how real our faith is expressed without manipulation or exploitation is of vital importance in leading them in faith. Um, Now, I'm going to go here to, let's see, let's go to Matthew 18:15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen man and a publican. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever ye shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. And again I say unto you, that if 2 of you shall agree on earth touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Now look at the context of this entire passage without taking a verse out of context to make it mean something it wasn't intended to mean. How many times has someone been angry with me for some slight, real or imagined, and chosen to go to someone else to complain rather than me directly? Here is Christ's blueprint for dealing with an offense. Go first to the person who you feel has wronged you. Then, if that doesn't work, take a couple of godly friends. If the person is still not repentant, then it is time to bring the issue before the church itself. It is only at his or her unrepentant attitude in this situation that you should reject their company and companionship. If that is the way things turn out, Christ says he will respect the results that happen on earth and in heaven. The assumption is that your grievance is genuine and that you followed his instructions. This grievance must be genuine and not a petty thing, considering the magnitude of what is called for here. Responding to your thin skin, your dominating attitude, or your tyranny of weakness should not be a part of this. The grasping control freak and the manipulative victim attitude, quote unquote, cannot be used to justify your grievance. Now, we'll pick it up in verse 21 next time. So I'm asking you, and look at the context of what I've said. So many times these verses are taken apart and made to mean something they're not meant to mean. But if you'll read your Bible today, let God speak to you through his word. Study your Bible, cross referencing the verses. Before you do the one, pray to God for wisdom and understanding, and share your interpretation with someone else. I look forward to seeing what you have to say. If you have a prayer request, please put it in the comments. I'd love to pray for you. And I know people watching this video will pray for you as well. Don't bother messaging me because I don't answer private messages. It's not appropriate, or usually it's not appropriate. So I'm not going to answer them. But if you put it in the comments publicly, then I'll be happy to pray for you. All right. Thank you for watching the video.